Welcome to the very first webisode of Monday Night Wrap-Up. Mike Jameson here, and I'm your host. Let's get right to it with an update on some news reported earlier this week from the ROC Insider. Anthony Wheeler underwent knee surgery this past Wednesday after suffering a severe injury to it. The surgery was a success, and Wheeler is expected to make a full recovery. He will start rehab in 2 weeks. Now let's take a look at the results of this past week's lineup. On Anarchy, Wave defeated KG, Carmen Rocco defeated R2-D2 in a non-title match, Damien defeated Otaku, Justin Rockstar defeated Alex Blair, AJ Cook and Alec Reyes went into a draw after some shoddy camera work by the cameraman, VLK defeated DJ Novana after spearing him through a flaming table, probably the highlight of the night right there. Justin Lee upset Kid Swift in a major match, and Johnny D, the world champion, defeated Havoc in a non-title match. Now let's go on over to Adrenaline, where Carmen Rocco defeated Dice. Damien Kane defeated KG to advance to the King of Tables semifinals. Swift Pimps vs. Raze and R2-D2 went to a draw. Havoc defeated Justin Rockstar. Drunken Justice defeated the Gods of Serengeti and Sexy White Rice, and they will be able to choose their opponents to defend their tag titles against this Sunday. Wave and Alex Blair went to a no contest after the R2-D2 fan made an interference. We'll get to that a little bit later. And in the main event, Johnny D defeated Mayhem in a non-title contest. Earlier this week, Alex Blair announced that he will be taking a hiatus, thus forfeiting a spot in the King of Tables tournament. But his replacement was an easy decision made by ROC staff this week. After 2 impressive victories this week over R2-D2 and Dice Guerrera, Carmen Rocco will get his chance to feast at a table. With that, let's take a look at the King of Tables bracket going into Proving Grounds. Carmen Rocco will face Damien Kane, while Dice will face Wave, and the winner will go on to the finals in a double-stacked tables match. What a match that should be, and what a tournament that should turn out to be as well. Over the past few weeks, the story has developed that one anonymous R2-D2 fan is suing Ring of Chaos Wrestling. It all began when his lawyer, William A. Heisenberg, showed up to Homecoming to serve General Manager Johnny Lucero. The following week on Adrenaline was the first time we saw the figure of the man that brought forth the lawsuit. The masked man blinded Mr. Lucero with a punch to the face before making his leave. What occurred a week later on Anarchy sent waves to the RC locker room. Johnny Lucero, accompanied by a lawyer of his own, went out to the ring to call out the masked man's lawyer, and he came out to announce that his client will be revealed at Proving Grounds. But that wouldn't turn out to be the next time we saw the masked man. This past week on Adrenaline, the man in the R2-D2 mask caused the match between Wave and Alex Blair to be thrown out after he attacked both competitors. Not much is known about his motives, but it seems we'll find out this Sunday at Proving Grounds. Speaking of R2-D2 and Proving Grounds, things really came to a boil this past week on Anarchy when a bitter R2-D2 jumped his Pure Championship defense opponent for Proving Grounds, Kid Swift. The fight went all over the arena until medics finally pried R2-D2 off of Swift when he applied the Dragon Sleeper. The fight wouldn't end there though. When medics were taking Swift away, R2-D2 attacked him once again, knocking him off the stretcher. While R2-D2 isn't showing a whole lot of purity as the Pure Champion, he will have a lot to prove in a pure match against Kid Swift, who I'm sure is out for revenge. Now that we're talking about Proving Grounds, let's go ahead and discuss some of the matches that will be going down at Proving Grounds. Damien and VLK of the Gods of Serengeti will face Mayhem and Havoc of the Masquerade. And in the semifinals of the King of Tables tournament, Carmen Rocco will face Damien Kane, while Dice will face Wave. The 2 winners will advance to the finals in a double-stacked tables match to determine the King of Tables. And the King of Tables will advance to ScyberSlam in the King of Chaos match. Will Vega will defend his national title against Alec Reyes. Vega cashed in on Justin Lee for the national championship a week after Homecoming, and Alec Reyes defeat Alex Blair to become the #1 contender to the national title. After winning their match this past Saturday on Adrenaline, Drunken Justice will defend their tag team titles against an opponent of their choosing, and they have chosen Otaku and Novana, Sexy White Rice. Well, we already know about this heated rivalry R2-D2 will defend his Pure Championship against Kid Swift in a Pure match. Who will come out on top in this one? And in the main event, Johnny D will defend his championship against, well, that's yet to be known. Wheeler was supposed to be his opponent, but as we reported, he's injured. So who's next in line for the World Championship match? Well, that's all for Monday Night Wrap-Up this week. Until next week, we'll see you at Proving Grounds.